If you're familiar with the law of attraction and the law of attraction community, you've pretty much heard this word, affirmation. What is an affirmation? And why, most of the time, they don't work? Why is that? What is robotic affirmations? And what are those things that they talk about? What are these things? So, let me give you a background. A law of attraction is something that's been taught for ages. But in this new day and age, it's called the law of attraction. Back in the day, it was an actual thing like laws of nature, like a law of vibration. It was actually accurate to call it that, a law of vibration, because when you become a vibrational match of what you want, you attract it. Back in the day, the power of the words were called hikau in the ancient Egyptian science. What this means is hikau is the power of every single letter. So for example, the rolling R in ancient Egyptian language having actually an energy quality of a carrier wave. For those that is familiar with physical radiesthesia and biogeometry will know this. So now we have an idea that every single letter is having energetic effect. But how you can actually use it, because many people are doing affirmations all day long, but they don't get anything they want. Why? Because you are not using it correctly. You are not actually in a receptive state. You're not in a receptive mode. How can you actually be in a receptive mode? When you slow down your brainwaves, how are you going to do that? Meditation, sitting down, and just relax your body. So your body is asleep, and your mind is awake. This is why most affirmations don't work. So you're going to say that robotic affirmations is now a hot thing, like you basically affirm all day long. You can affirm all day long, but this won't pass the brainstem. Your body won't feel anything. And as you know, feeling is the secret. And as you know, your thoughts create an idea and your feeling draw it back to you in a form of manifestation. So right now, I want you to know something. You can affirm all day long and it can work for you. Perfect. But most of the time, if it doesn't work for you, then I want you to do this. I want you to sit down just for 5 minutes. All I want you to do is to relax your body. Focus on every body part for maybe 10 seconds. And then I want you to internally say to yourself the things that you want to say to yourself. For example, if you want to attract money, if you want to have an abundance of money, all I want you to do is to relax your body and then, and only then, start to say to yourself, wealth, success, health, for example. Or you can say whatever you want. You can make it as far as you can make it, as big as you can make it, as long as you can make it. You can do whatever you want. All I want you to do right now is know that affirmations won't have an effect if it's not impressed upon your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is receptive when you wake up and right before going to bed. Why? Because you are performing at alpha and theta brainwave states. But when you are awake, the analytical mind is working, you are at high beta frequencies. So right now, when you slow down your brainwave states, you open the door to the subconscious mind wide open. And anything you say to yourself in these states will actually make an impression. And let me tell you something. Jose Silva, the one who made the Silva method, actually says something really interesting. He said that one affirmation during an alpha state is 1,000 times better than an affirmation in a normal beta state. So keep that in mind, because most people right now think that this is a limiting belief, that you say that robotic affirmations don't work. If it works for you, perfect. I'm not arguing with you. You can do whatever you want. All I'm telling you to do is to do it the right way. The way that the ancient people used it, and they had great success actually performing well in their lives. So I want you to just take that and do it. Be in the state of the wish fulfilled is something really important, because when you say to yourself an affirmation in that brainwave state, like you can actually do something that is called ask-formations. What is that? It's actually asking yourself, how would I feel if I have this or this? Or, for example, why am I so successful? How am I so happy? You can ask yourself these things, and your subconscious mind will give you reasons to be so happy. And actually, when you say to yourself that, images will pop into your brain, and you will start to hear in your imagination people congratulating you. This is so important too, because you can use your imagination to hear things. Not only seeing it and touching it and smelling it, you can hear things. So when you hear like the waves of the sea, you can hear people congratulating you. So this is the key, guys. You have to know that in order to get to the subconscious mind, you have to be in a sleepy, drowsy state where your body is asleep, but your mind, you still got control over. Once you reach that point, you will actually make an improvement in your life. And this is why I actually made the techniques that I've put in my ebook, because these techniques will get you to a relaxed state. And once you get to that state, you actually can reprogram your subconscious mind by anything, affirmations, visualizations, whatever it might be. These all are permission slips. And once you get to that feeling, drop the image and just be in that state and fall asleep in that assumption. And once you wake up, you will feel like you are waking under compulsion to do certain things, if it's required. But if you are trying to change internal beliefs, you will know that you impressed the subconscious mind when you face the same thing that you faced before, but you don't react in the same way. This is the key. This is how you would know that you are a new person, that you are now doing things differently, that you are now reacting to the world in a different manner, in a different way. So you can do many things with affirmations. The first thing you can do is, right when you wake up, you can just sit down for 5 minutes so you don't fall asleep and just revise these affirmations like over and over again. You can see them and then close your eyes, and then you are in a receptive mode. You can read them in your own mind, like without a voice, or you can say them out loud, because when you say these things, you are putting it out in the universe. So you can do it either way. This will work and this will work. Both will work in a miraculous way. The second thing I want you to do is, before you go to sleep, I want you to just sit down, turn off the lights, just if there is a dim light, turn it on, and just sit down in this cozy environment and just sit down and just read the affirmation out loud before you go to sleep. Why? Because you are about to go into theta. Theta is a slower brainwave state than alpha, and you will actually impress the subconscious mind much easier before you go to bed. Because at this level, you're just so tired that you won't even fathom how the subconscious mind will observe that. The subconscious mind observes everything when you are about to go to sleep. So don't think any negative thought when you are going to sleep. Only think positive thoughts and only imagine yourself to be successful and imagine things of good rapport when you're about to go to sleep. And this will make you actually better because you are tired, you want to sleep, you want to just go into slumber and go into limbo. All I want you to do at that time is just imagine a scene or hear something in your imagination or say it out loud that fulfills and implies the fulfillment of your desire. When you do it, expect miracles. By the way, I want to tell you something. You know the miracles? These miracles, back in the day, were miracles because these people knew how to actually deal with these forces of nature and the laws of nature. Were actually helping these people, like Moses, for example. Moses was in the ancient temples learning the ancient temple sciences, the Egyptian temple sciences. So he knew how to use words to actually split the sea. As I told you, the rolling R, got a carrier wave, for example. I won't go deeper into that, maybe in another video, so you can actually get your mind blown by the info that I'm about to tell you in the next few videos. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and I know you did. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, like the video, and comment down below what you think and what do you want to see next. And until next video, I will see you soon.